Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at WWE Ultimate Edition Mr. T. I picked this up at a peddler's mall, which if you're not familiar with, it's basically just a peddler's market where people have booths set up. But anyway, I picked this up for $10. I could not pass it up. I don't particularly collect the WWE figures other than the Masters of the WWE, and occasionally I pick up the WWE Superstars, but I particularly stick with the 5 3/4 inch or 5.5 inch figures. But I could not pass this up because I'm a huge fan of Mr. T, always have been, and just look at this. It's fantastic. So you get an additional head, you get additional hands. He's got the Hulkamania wear, the gold chains, the hat. Let's look at the back of the box. Very cool. You get his bio. Very cool. Yeah, so let's get this thing out of the package because I'm real excited about getting this out, and we'll see what kind of goodness we can get into here. All right, so we got a piece of tape right across the top. Looks like that just opens this little flap here. Oh, it's on the side as well. This would be my first WWE Ultimate figure. Like I said, I don't particularly collect these. Not really my thing. All right, so we have tape across the back as well. A lot of tape on this. Looks like someone across the bottom. Go ahead and get all the tape cut. All right, and then it opens up just like that. That's cool. Very collector friendly, actually. Kind of surprised by that. And like I said, $10. I could not pass this up. All right, so we're gonna pull this little insert out. Set it off to the side. Let's get a good look at him. Look at the face. It's very cool. The eyes on that is great. Doesn't look like he has any kind of bands or anything holding him in place. There's one across his chest. These are very much like our Masterverse figures, the way they're packaged. So let's see, we can pop him out. And there's a little code where I'm recording, so I tried to let him warm up a little bit first. Let's see. Let's just grab a foot. Now I'm kind of doing this blind because I honestly cannot see my camera screen to see what I'm recording. So I'm just trying to guess at it here. There we go. Okay, so that band wasn't even holding him in the package, so I'm not sure why it's there. Oh, it's basically just to hold his chain on. That's kind of weird. All right, let's just get a look at him here. Yeah, so it's, if you're familiar with the G.I. Joe classified figures, this is basically the same scale as those. All right, so I'm going to try to cut this little band off carefully. There we go. Very nice sculpt. I really like the way they did the shoulders. You get a lot of articulation there. Let's check him out. So he's got the double jointed elbows. Got rotation in the was it the tricep up at the top, or it's not the bicep, but you get full rotation on the head. At least it seems like you do. Maybe you don't, actually. His head doesn't turn all the way around. He's got the ab crunch. You got a turn at the waist. Does have some turn at the thigh. Oh, look at that. Double jointed knees. He's got the toe pivot. This thing is a little stiff. Okay, and turn at the ankle. Very nice figure. So let's set him back here out of the way for a moment. Look how well he stands. And let's see all of our accessories we've got. Very cool. All the chains. Not sure how to get that out just yet. Oh, here we go. So he's just got this little insert pops in that holds his clothing in place. There's his robe. Shake that out a little bit. He's got his Hulkamania hat. The additional head sculpt, which we're going to be putting on because I really like that face. Very mean. And then we've got additional hands, and these are the closed fists. The hands that he comes with, that he's currently have on, are open fists where he can hold things. And that is held in with a band. We're at the cut. All right. What is that? I'm not even sure what this is. I think it's one of those exercise tools you can, do the. I don't know what that is. All right, so let's start with. Let's do his other head and put his necklaces on. Because I want to see that classic look. Oh, and that is on there tight. There we go. Take this necklace off with the cross. Put the other head on. And you want to be careful with these because that is a very tight fit. And I'm actually nervous I'm going to snap this peg. So I'm going to try to do it slowly. Doesn't want to sit on there too great. So I definitely recommend warming these things up quite a bit. Maybe even put it in some warm water. Now, I will say that I don't care for the way this necklace sits. It doesn't really set flush. Or necklaces, I should say. You can see it's so hard sculpted that, it's pliable, but it's hard enough to where it doesn't really set. And you can just about take that off without even popping his head off. This is a very cool figure, though. Let's pop that back off. See if we can get his head on right. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna break that if I press too hard. I'm going to try to warm him up a little bit. Be right back. All right, and we're back. So I got his head warmed up enough to where it pop onto the little peg, and I went ahead and put on his ring attire. We've got his robe, his Hulkamania shirt, and I went ahead and swapped out and put his closed fists on. So just so we could see what this looks like. I'm not a huge fan of cloth goods on figures, but this might come in handy later. We're going to try something else out with this robe. Let's go ahead and pop it off. Let's see. It's not difficult to put on, but it's not the easiest. Just got to bend his arms backwards. Get a good shot at him. And let's try out his Hulkamania hat. That's so stupid. Yeah. The 80s were so silly. And there's his little exercise equipment. So, like I said, I'm a big fan of Mr. T. I have been for most of my life since my childhood, and so I have some other figures that I wanted to bring in that I thought it'd be fun to take a look at. Now, unfortunately, I don't have that Masters of the WWE Mr. T or the WWE Superstars Mr. T. Those are hard to get without paying a huge premium. And I just haven't brought myself to do that yet. But we've got our A-Team Mr. T from Galoob at the 5.5 inch scale. Pretty neat. This has always been one of my favorite figures. As an action figure, it's horrible, but just because of what it is, it's always been a favorite of mine. Also, I have the 3 3/4 inch, the G.I. Joe scale, B.A. Baracus A-Team figure. Now, he's a little loose and probably won't stand very well here, but we'll try. Let's see. There we go. Another figure that I have, and I wish I had all of his accessories, but I have the Clubber Lang from Rocky 3. Yeah, it does not want to stand up. But this is also in that 5 1/4 scale. This is very much like the old AWA wrestler figures. Pretty neat. And then another figure that I have, and this one's in the worst shape, unfortunately. I have the the 12 inch Mr. T. There was a couple of different versions. I think there was one that even talked. But, let's bring the camera up so you can kind of see. Yeah. This guy's in rough shape. His overalls are broken. It's stained. But I don't care. I'm just glad to have it. Maybe one day I'll get a better version of it. We're going to go ahead and put him back out of the way, though. Get it out, all that. But yeah, so like I was saying, I'm not a fan of cloth goods, but if we're lucky, maybe this robe will fit our Clubber Lang. Probably not, just because of the way the arms are made, but I'm going to try. Because I do not have any of his accessories, because he came with, he actually came with gloves and trunks. And almost, yes. This is a much more better use of this robe, because I was never going to display it on the actual Ultimate Mr. T. So yeah, so now we actually have some clothing for our Clubber Lang. That worked out pretty good. That was worth the $10 that I paid for that Ultimate Hulk or Ultimate Mr. T figure, just to have this robe for our Clubber Lang. That's pretty cool. I dig it. I dig it a lot. These figures are pretty bad too. I have the whole set of the A-Team figures, as well as the diecast version of the van in this scale. I have the entire set of the 5.5 inch figures too, but no, I don't have all their accessories though. But yeah, these three right here, this is a cool set, because you got basically all three incarnations that we really know of Mr. T. B.A. Baracus, Clubber Lang, and then the WWE WrestleMania Mr. T. What do you guys think? Are you a fan of Mr. T? If you're older audience, child of the 80s like myself, You're probably fans of him. Probably got some fond memories. But hey, sound off in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Have you picked up this Mr. T, or do you have any of the other versions? Or have you been lucky enough to get the Masters of the WWE versions? Because I'd really like to get my hands on that. Sound off. Let me know. Give the video a like. And hey, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. That makes a huge difference in whether or not people see my videos. And I'm trying to put the effort in here. And if you could just do me that favor and subscribe, that would mean a lot to me. As always, I appreciate everyone sticking around and watching another video and listening to me ramble about toys. Thanks, guys. Everyone have a great day.